Hello, welcome back to another edition of Junkyard Hack. I want to make an apology first of all for the short video I just posted recently about this engine. I was excited to get the engine. I want to throw some content out there because I hadn't had anything out there in a month, and because of that I skipped and I did a real crappy video, and I appreciate everybody who stuck with me, and you know, I accept the negative comments. I deserve them. Crappy videos. So I'll try not to do that again. But right now we're going to go into this V8 and I'm going to show you what I did so far to do a cursory check. And one of the only times you're actually going to see me, because I do not like to be on film for obvious reasons. Save that for the comments. I'll take them. I got a thick skin. No pun intended. Anyway, what I want to show you first is, you see, I got the valve covers off, and I inspected the valves, rocker arms, and everything like that. It looks like they're really thick with oil, a lot of sludge and everything like that, which indicates that the engine had probably infrequent oil changes, what have you. So it wasn't the best cared for engine, and this is a junkyard engine. This is what you get. It's not. You know, I didn't pay a lot of money for this kit, so, you know, you get what you pay for. In any case, what I wanted to do was first make sure the engine spun over. And for that, excuse me, I used a tool my buddy loaned me, which is, let me get this here, something to grab onto the flywheel and make sure it spins. Now, I'm not sure whether you can see me because I got you zip tied to a hand cart, but what I'm doing is I'm spinning the engine over, and also have the distributor cap off, so I can tell the distributor's moving the way it's supposed to on a Chevy in a clockwise fashion. Okay, so I know that the timing chain is connected, and I got it spinning over, everything like that. Now, before I did this, what I forgot to tell you was I took the plugs out. Let's step back a second here. This is live and uncut, so let me step back. First, what I did was I labeled, let me get this here real quick. I labeled all the wires as the distributor was on the engine. Okay, I labeled them all, and everybody knows Chevy. It's on this side here, it's 1, 3, 5, and 7. On this side is 2, 4, 6, 8. So I labeled them accordingly, and then after I got done that, I took the spark plugs out. Now, let me show you the spark plugs. Excuse me. Spark plugs, I don't know whether you can see this or not, I hope you can. I put in this box here labeled so what cylinder they're in or they came from, so they could detect the health of each cylinder. Now, I'm not sure if you can see this. I hope you can. Okay, it looks like number one cylinder is an oil burner. Number 3 is either fuel or oil. Probably fuel. Smells like fuel. Numbers 5 and 7. Well, not too much 5. More 7. Had a little bit of rust in it. Now, it's not terrible with rust, but it still has a little bit of rust in it. I was told these up top here, 2, 4, 6, 8, all look sooty and look like they're burning a little rich, but oh well, no big deal. I'd rather them burn a little rich than a little lean. So anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just flying off the handle, and I just want to make sure that I keep everything in order and everything like that. Just a little bit of knowledge I gleaned from YouTube and what have you. Other people who've done this before. So I mark a arrow indicating front, and this is the each bank. The, like I said, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 2, 4, 6, 8. So I got that over there together. And what I tried to do was I also wanted to spin it to see if the valves are moving, and I tried to hook up an impact wrench to the front to the nut, but it didn't work too well. So I have a bar that I would normally bar it over with. I use it to bar other engines over with. And this works fine. It's a it's rather small from my experience, but it's a 5/8 crank bolt got on there. I'm gonna bar it over, hold it, and I'm looking for valves to move. And I noticed that I'm getting movement on most of the valves, but I have a few sticky ones. Looks like this one here is sticky. This looks like the number 1 intake is sticky. Now I'm looking on this 1357 side first. You see what those move. And okay, these two are moving. This is sticky, and the last two are, let's see, this is sticky. Now on this one, let me see if I can spin this engine around maybe without too much hassle. Okay, on this side here, slide for you. Of course I did. Of course I lost my socket. Of course I did. Oh well. But anyway, moving on, you see my process for checking this motor over. Now this is just a cursory check of this engine. I would be, as dumb as I am, I would be a real fool to try to slam this in the car without at least checking it to make sure everything was working right. What made me concerned at first was it's really cold out here. It's like 20 degrees, so I'm an idiot and I'm out in my t-shirt, so yeah, that's why that is a little bit, anyway. What made me a little concerned was when I took the carburetor off, checked the intake plate, I noticed a little bit of flash rust in the intake. And so if there was a little bit of flash rust in the intake, there might be some further in the engine. So I decided to take it apart and to this degree and see what I got. So junkyard engines, when you get a junkyard engine, never, ever expect to go and just slap it in unless you've heard it running in a vehicle and they pulled it out for you. You know, it runs fine. Otherwise, if you see it and sitting in there and they say, oh yeah, it runs, or it ran, you know, whenever, you at least got to give it a cursory check. Now, this one spins over, so I'm way ahead of the game for a lot of people. A lot of people start off with locked up engines. I had 2 locked up engines before. I freed them up and they run fine now. Well, one runs fine, one's a smoker, and that's the original Biscayne engine. But it ran, but it smoked. Also, I'm sorry, I'm disjointed here because it's live. One of the things I forgot. One of the first things you do is you check the oil. Make sure it's got oil. It has oil, dirty oil, but it's at the bottom of level. So that's a good thing. Trying to think of anything else that I need to go over. I think that's about it for now. So this engine is a Chevy 350, and from the casting number on the back of the block, it looks like this was built. The casting number states it was built anytime between 69 and 75. Now, this HEI distributor indicates that it was probably, because they didn't start using HEI until 74, and it was rarely used in 74. It was more widely used in 75 on. So I'm going to say this is anywhere 75 to 79. So it's got small spark plugs. That's another indicator. I'm not sure what it is. And wide motor mounts. So I'm not sure what that means either, but it is what it is. So anyway, what my plans are next for this engine are to get these valves freed up, clean up this the rocker arms and valve, this area right here, these heads as much as I can while they're still in the vehicle, obviously. A little bit of brake clean and a little bit of brush and hose it off, hopefully. Looks like it's, no, it's not pumping oil. That's PB Blaster I put in there. That's another thing I did. I don't know whether I told you that or not. Shot PB Blaster in the cylinders and also on top of the valve train here. To try to free up these sticky valves. I don't want to resort to hammers and all that stuff unless I absolutely have to, but I'm going to let it sit with the PB Blaster and let it, marinate in that for a while. So anyway, again, apologize for the crappy video I put out the other day. I hope this makes up for it. Again, I'm not professional, and anybody who's subscribed to me, I really appreciate it, because honestly, I do not have the entertainment value that Vice Grip Garage or a Sleeper Dude or these guys get, but and if you've subscribed to me, I really appreciate it. And if you would subscribe to me, I really, really would appreciate it, because you guys are awesome. And I love the comments. I don't care if they're negative comments. I don't get my feelings hurt. You want to throw some negative comments, I really don't care. If I learn something, fine. If if it's a total negative comment and it's no good, then I'll just ignore it and let you guys fight it out in the comment section. But anyway, thanks again, and God bless you all. Have a great day. Yeah, this is live. I'm taking my recording device. That is a cheap cell phone, and took it off the hand cart that I had it zip tied to. Yeah, that's how high budget I am. All right, see you folks. Bye.